And good day, everyone. So for this video, we will talk about the frequency analysis. So what is frequency analysis? Frequency analysis is a statistical tool used to interpret historical hydrologic data. It helps engineers assess the likelihood or frequency of specific rainfall or discharge values occurring within a given period. So like in simple terms, frequency analysis is like ito yung paraan or a way of figuring how often a certain events happen based on historical data. It's like looking at history to estimate the chance of something occurring in the future. So like, gina-predict mo yung mangyari sa future na ang nakabase ka sa historical data. So for example, if you are studying rainfall frequency analysis, for example, if you are studying rainfall frequency analysis can tell us how often it rains little, a lot, or somewhere in between, or the chance of a certain amount of rain falling in any given year. So, yun ang frequency analysis. So, ano naman ang frequency analysis by interval? Frequency analysis by interval is a statistical approach that divides data into specific intervals or ranges to estimate the probability and frequency of events occurring within those ranges. This method is commonly used in hydrology, meteorology, and other fields to assess how often certain magnitude of an event such as rainfall, flood levels, or temperature fall within a predefined intervals. So, madaling salita, frequency analysis is the simplest or a simply way to see how often things happen within a specific range or interval. So, hinahati-hati yung mga data sa specific intervals or ranges, hinahati-hati yan siya. Uh, so, key aspect of frequency analysis by interval. First is dividing data into intervals. This means data is divided into intervals, each representing a range of event magnitude. So, for example, in rainfall analysis, intervals might represent ranges like 0 to 25 millimeter, 25 to 55 millimeter. So, ang next naman is count the numbers of events that fall within each interval. So, these counts tell us how many times the event occurred within a specific range. So, pangatlo is yung calculate the relative frequency. So, the relative frequency or the probability of each interval is calculated by the number of events in that interval, the total number of events. So, number of events over the total number of events. Ganun yung calculate yung relative frequency. So, sa cumulative frequency naman, so cumulative frequency is the probability of that an event falls within or below a particular interval. So for example, ngayon sa kanina, the cumulative frequency for the interval 0 to 55 millimeter would represent the probability of observing rainfall depth of up to 50 millimeters. So lastly is yung return period calculation. So maintindihan niyo itong key aspect ng frequency analysis by interval sa next slide, which is I will show you a table. So sa itong table, yung table 6.1, daily rainfall in millimeter for the month of November in 19 consecutive years. So 19 consecutive years yung year na gagamitin natin. So these are the datas. Nakikita nyo rin dyan. Yan. Continuation lang yan. So sa 1948, kasama yung previous, ang total niya is 134. Pinaka-max na data na calculated sa rainfall is 45, which is no November 6 ng 1948. Noong 1949 naman ang total niya 35, ang pinaka-max is 10. 1950 is 223 and so on. Makikita niyo lang din diyan. Ang max na sinasabi ito is yung ito yung maximum na nakuha na data sa rainfall. So, ito yung 6.2, the frequency analysis of daily rainfall based on intervals derived from table 6.1. So, itong mga data nito is galing sa table 6.1, which is yung 19 year, yung data gathered 19 years in every November. So first, itong serial number dito sa banda. So, yung serial number, it indicates the index of each depth interval starting from 1 to 9. So, ang depth interval naman, millimeter yan siya. Given na rin nakalagay doon, di ba, in millimeter. So, ang lower limit is yung pinaka-minimum na depth, while yung upper limit is yung pinaka-maximum na depth. So, A sub I, yung lower limit, and upper limit is B sub I. So, yung number of observation naman is number of occurrence or observation within each depth interval where the rainfall depth X falls between yung lower limit pati sa upper limit. So, yung number of observation is parang M sub I yun siya. M sub I yung may tawag dyan. Basta M sub I yun siya. While yung frequency analysis naman is, or the relative frequency analysis is the frequency of observation in each depth interval calculated as yung number of observation over the total number of observation. Yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanina na yung number ng event over the total number of events. So, dito, number of observation over the total number of observation. So, dito na tayo sa exceedance frequency. So, sa formula sa exceedance frequency is yung capital letter M sub I over N. So, itong capital letter M sub I is ito yung sum of all observation. So, for example, if itong sa row 1, so, ang M sub I sa row 1 will be 285 plus 246 plus 25 or hanggang dyan sa 1 is 570. So, yun yung magiging M sub I natin. Kung sa second part naman, ay second row is 246 plus 25 plus 8 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So, yun ang magiging capital letter M sub I natin. So, sa cumulative frequency, formula dyan is 1 minus the exceedance frequency. Sa return period in days naman, ang magiging formula is number of observation So, sa return period naman, ang magiging formula is return period in days, magiging formula is number of observation over the capital letter M sub I. So, in years naman na return period, number of observation divided by 30 over the capital letter M sub I. Assuming that there are 30, assuming na constant na yung 30 rather. Constant na yung 30 rather. So, sa depth interval, itong lower limit and upper limit, interval siya. So, from less than 0 to 0, ang number of observation is 285. So, bilangin mo lang or yung count only the observation. So, yung mga 0 dyan or less than 0, which is eto, yan, 1, 2, 3, bilangin niyo yung lahat. The number of observation dyan is 285. So, sa interval naman na 0 to 25, ang number of observation is 246. So on and so forth. Because sa 175 to 200, ang number of observation is 1. So, sa frequency analysis na tayo ng part, which is M sub I, number of observation over D, total number of observations of 570 over M sub, calculate natin. 570 over, 285 rather kasi frequency pa na. Number of observation over total number of observation. But 285 divided by 570 is equals to 0.5 or 0.500. So, 246 divided by 70 is equals to 0.432. 431.432. Sa exceedance naman, topical letter M sub I. So, 57. So, row 1 given na 579. So, 285 plus 246, 225 plus 8 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1, 1. So, dito tayo sa row 2 mag-start. Ito 1 makuha 571. 571, 570 equals to 1. So, like sa 246 tayo. 246 plus 25 plus 8 plus 1 plus 2. 282 divided by 70 is equals to is equals to 0.494 or 0.500. So, dito naman tayo sa cumulative frequencies. Ang formula lang is 1 minus D exceedance frequency. So, 1 minus yung exceedance frequency ng 1 is equals to 0.00. So, 1 minus 0.500 is equals to 0.499 or approximately 0.500 lang din yun siya. So, 0. Delete. 0.6848. 1 minus 0.684 is equal to 0.9316 or 0.932. Yun yung cumulative frequency. Sa return period naman, total number over D, total number of observation over D na number of observation yung capital letter M sub I. So, 570 equals to 1. So, di ba kanina 282? Right, di ba? So, 570 divide 282. 282 lang. Calculate natin ito. So, 246 plus 25 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. 285. So, 285 divide 570 is 285. 285 divide 570. Baliktad. 570 over 285 is equals to 2 or 2 days. So, ganun lang kunin yung return period. So, sa return period in years naman, number of observation divide 30 over M sub I. So, number of observation, total number of observation 570 divide 30 constant dimension is equals to 19. Divide yung capital letter M sub I, which is 570 sa first row. So, 0.033. Sa second row naman, which is total number of observation, 570 divide 30, 19, divide ulit sa 285. So, 0.066 or 0.067. So, ganun lang. Yun lang yung mga formula at mga need na kailangan sa frequency analysis by interval. So thank you for watching.